Here's example 9. So we have a motorcycle that starts from rest and accelerates at 2.6 meters per second every second until it travels 120 meters. Once it reaches this point, it accelerates at negative 1.5 meters per second every second until it reaches some final velocity of plus 12 meters per second. So we have the first delta x. So we have this initial part here, the initial delta 120. We have a second delta x here where it has a negative acceleration. That means it's slowing down. So now the question is, what is the total displacement? Which is asking how far did it go? And we know from the other examples how far is simply what is delta x. But we want the total delta x, so it's delta x of the first half plus the delta x of the second half. So our total delta x of the first half is 120 meters plus whatever the delta x is in the second half. So this will be nice and easy. So the delta x in the first half is from here to here. I have a final velocity, I have an acceleration, and I have a delta x. So let's go over here to my kinematic equations. I like this one. So v initial squared plus 2a delta x, because delta x2 is going to equal v final squared. I don't have a v initial. I don't know what it is because this is from this acceleration period. I'm only talking about delta x2 here. So I don't know what that is. That's disturbing. 2, what's my acceleration? Negative 1.5. I'm trying to find out what my delta x2 is. My final velocity is 12 meters per second. That's got to be squared. I don't know what my v initial here is, but I do believe that it's my final on this side. So now I'm going to have to go to the first half. I have a v initial, I have an acceleration, I have a delta x, and I don't know my v final. I like the way that works out. So let's v initial squared plus 2a delta x. This is now delta x1 v final squared. My v initial is 0. I always love 0. 2a is plus 2.6. My delta x is 120 meters. And my v final is, I have no idea. That's what I'm trying to find out. So now 2 times 2.6 times 120 is 624 is v final squared. I could take the square root of it, but I'm going to plug it back in here where I'm going to square it anyway. So now this becomes 624 plus 2 times negative 1.5 delta x squared. 12 squared is 144. I'm now going to turn this one blue. Let's slide this up. 624 minus 3 delta x equals 144. Subtract 124 from both sides. I'm going to get negative 3 delta x to negative 480 delta x squared becomes, or I'm sorry, delta x sub 2 is 160 meters. Oh wait, there's my answer. No, because my original question was how far it went. So my total delta x is delta x1 plus delta x2 delta x1 is 120 meters. We know that from the givens in the equation or the problem, and delta x2 is 160 meters. So the total distance the motorcycle travels is 280 meters.